having a talk about stuff that we capturing, um, what we're capturing on.
Uh-oh. I think you muted your. Did you mute? Did you mute?
Yeah, I just touched it by accident. Sorry about that. So
That's
yes,
okay.
um, so we communicate every day, and we talk about capturing things, and he's showing me a lot of things, and we passing images on and video footage on from cameras and stuff, and getting Les's opinion on things.
Mhm.
Also, as a scientific uh, look, I'm not a scientist, but looking at things in a scientific manner,
Right.
and going out and checking and seeing if you can reproduce, or looking to see if there's a reason. I myself have had something impede my camera on a couple of occasions, which I've called it looks like a cobweb. And flipping heck, if it hasn't turned up the next day, which these
Right.
nature will do, but we're looking at, this is on mine. This is not on anybody else's, but on mine there's 5 objects that come across,
Hmm.
and there's this thing which moves across, which is like, I've checked, and yeah, in that area there's been this like cobweb hanging. I've cleaned it, but we've got something else which I looked at, and it was a bird making a streak. But
Oh, yeah.
me and Les were talking about this earlier, and you
Yep.
can see it's a lot slower, and you can see the wings, and you can see the shape,
Yeah.
you know. But then
Exactly.
that leaves the 3 other objects, right? Yeah,
Right.
it
Mm-hmm.
leaves the rod-like objects moving around. These things that are moving, and they're nowhere near. Um, well, they're not around when I've taken the cobwebs down, so they're not cobwebs, and they're these things looking like eyes looking in, and then a ball. And because obviously Les looks at objects and orbs and what have you. They're not an orb, but
Right.
what the heck they are? It's like a white dot full. It's not like a light. It's not like an orb.
Mm-hmm.
It's transparent, and it's only little, and it moves.
Yeah. Yep.
You
There
know,
is.
it's absolutely amazing. Can't
Hey,
figure it out whatsoever. Hi, Mark. How you doing?
hey, Mark.
Um, and hello to a Facebook user. So
Yes.
yeah, if you've got any questions, for Les, because Les, I send stuff to Les, and Les sort of like looks at things for me, and hi, Mark.
Yeah. So, yeah, he sends me stuff all the time, and tonight, well, the reason why we're kind of wearing headphones is because I wanted to talk about frequencies, and me and Sandro were talking about a friend of mine, and who he comes on here quite often as well. We were
Yes.
talking about Nikola Tesla, and Nikola Tesla had said something to the effect of that it's everything is all about frequency, and and attraction, and that kind of thing. And so what I wanted to talk about a little bit was binaural beats and how they can affect you, and how they can affect you in a good way. So what binaural beats are, putting two different tones in, or put a tone in one ear and a tone in another ear, and they're at different frequencies. But the frequencies are very small. Now the frequency that 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 is produced is there's Sandro. Hey, the
All right,
frequency that produced is what's called the binaural beat, and it makes your head start to kind of turn a little bit. And Sandro here, I just talked to him about it, and he was very um, moved by it. So what I want to do is kind of tell you a little bit about it, and then I can explain it and how easy it is to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up this article, And let me share it here with you real quick so you'll have it. And there we go. Okay. Present and share screen and window and right. One second. Binaural beats right there. Okay. There we go. Okay. I think it's this one. Yeah. I think it's this one. Okay, we're going to share and then we do that. Okay. So can you see this right here where it says binaural beats or
Just
432?
let me just click on.
Okay.
There it is. Let me just hang on. Can I just go to another screen? Hang on. So let me get three screens. Hang on.
Okay.
So we can get. Hang on. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? There it is.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Perfect.
So it says binaural beats or 432 hertz music. Now 432 hertz music is tuned to a different style. So I'm not going to
Yeah.
really talk about that. But what they did was they wanted to see if this helped people in preoperative dental anxiety or really any other anxiety too. Now, but what they do is the patients in the music group listen to 432 hertz tuned music using earphones for 10 minutes. Patient in the binaural beats group listened to binaural beats using headphones in the right ear, 222 or 220 hertz, and then for the left ear, 210 hertz for 10 minutes, and no special treatment was applied in either group. So, as it turned out, 27 male and 53 female patients included in the study in the first measurement had the same level of anxiety. There was a significant decrease in the anxiety in both the binaural beats and the music group in the second measurement. Conclusion that the binaural beats and 432 hertz are valid non-pharmacological adjuvant to reduce dental anxiety, but other things as well. So now what I'm going to do is, so we're going to remember that the 220 hertz and 210. So that just means that your head is going to beat at 10 hertz. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you this. So the software that I use is called Audacity, and it's free software. Anybody can get it. Here's what I'm going to do. Let's do this one right here. Okay, I'm going to hit share. All right, there we go. So what I'm going to do, let's generate a tone. So I'm going to just hit track and hit add new mono track. And we're going to generate a tone. We're going to generate the tone of, let's do 210. Okay, and I'm going to hit generate. Okay, now I'm going to put this over in the left ear. Oops, let's close that out. Sorry. Let's say before closing. Oh, cancel. Let me start over. I apologize for that. Let's do this. Okay, so yeah, so we have that in the left ear. Let me just do this one more time. Let's start new. All right, add new mono track. Now I'm going to hit generate, tone, 210, generate. Okay, so that's 210 hertz. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit so we can hear it. Okay, can you hear that at all?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So that's 210. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to track, add new mono track, generate, tone, 220. Okay. All right. Generate. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to put this over here on the right. Now I'm going to solo this so you can hear this one. Okay. Very similar, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring both of them in
Together
to see what happens. Okay. Now can you kind of feel that vibration a little bit?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Now we could change this. Let's change this second track. We're going to hit add new track, mono track. But what we're going to do is we're going to make the tone a little less noticeable. So we're going to do, if that one was 210, let's do 212. Let's see what happens. This is just a 2 hertz beat. Okay. So let's do this over here. That feels kind of good, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna incorporate something else. Now I'm gonna add new mono track, but I'm gonna generate some noise. Okay. Now, there's different kinds of noise. There's white noise, pink noise, brown noise. I'm going to use brown noise because it's a little bit lower, um, uh, just the way that it's produced. It's got kind of a lower sound to it. So I'm going to hit generate. Okay. Now I'm going to bring it down. Now let's bring in the noise and the tones. See how relaxing that is? Quite relaxing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what binaural beats will do for you. Now the 2 hertz tone, you can look online to see what the different tones will do for you. There's some that even have like drug-like properties. There's also some that will have a uh, that will even almost kind of give you like a hypnotic state.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's the thing with binaural beats. Now the other thing here that I've created is with also with tones here, you can also move music around. Well, actually, yeah. Actually, no, I'm not gonna do that because it's kind of off the subject. That's kind of off the subject. I was gonna create a little beat there for you, but um, so with the binaural beats, the thing is you don't have to use those specific tones. You can use tones that make you feel good. Now, I was gonna show you on here. You can go online and look up a tone generator. Now, before I do the tone generator, let's look at the sound spectrum analyzer. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm going to turn this down.
All right. Yeah.
It's pretty quiet.
Yeah.
It's pretty. So, see how that works? Okay. Now, all of these are different numbers. These are all different numbers. So, numbers and frequency are the numbers and frequency are sort of the same thing. I mean, they're together. So now when with those tones, you can actually see, if you were to look on here, you would see one up here and another one over here, but there's
Yeah.
still stuff in the middle. So with sound, you can even heal with sound as well. But I was going to show you on here. You can get online and look for, it's called Tone Generator Pro, and it what it does, it looks just like that. Actually, I don't know if you could see it.
Yeah.
Tone generator right there.
Yeah.
You just click on that, and then I click on the multi-tone generator right here, and then you can kind of come over here. It looks like this has already been done. So on this side is 575 on the front left. Front right is another one is 578. Now, when you are setting up your tones, you can also take them out of phase. So
Right.
you'd put them in a minus phase. Now, without getting too technical, sound waves travel in waves like
Yeah.
this, like that. Now, if you had an opposite to where that one was going the opposite side, you see how
Yeah.
it's zero, right? So that's if you have tinnitus, if let's say if you have headaches where like you have tones in your head and you can't get them out, well then I could find the tone, or you could find the tone, and then you
Yeah.
just flip it around, and there you go. That's how you can use frequency
So you
to,
listen to the frequency to equal it out.
yes, to
Right.
take
Get
away
away.
your
Yeah.
tinnitus, right? Yeah. So that was something I just kind of wanted to kind of touch on a little bit, because like Sandro was asking a little bit about numerology, and we were also talking about the Las Vegas event, and that just really that blew me away. But I was like, oh yeah, it's all real, and especially when they talked about the Men in Black being there. Oh yeah, that's right.
Which one are you talking about? Sorry.
Oh, you haven't heard about the Las Vegas incident where the UFO crashed in the backyard, and there were some aliens that jumped out?
Oh. Wow.
You might want to look it up. It
I've
happened like just days ago. And so what happened
I've
was in Vegas. It happened, and it's also on people's on police body cams.
Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's a
I've,
big
I've,
thing.
I've just seen it. Yeah, I've just seen it. But to be quite honest, um, we've been struggling because of all this information that's been coming out prior to that
Yes, sir.
about about the government, um, and again NASA saying, coming out with a statement about um, these actual vehicles, right? Yeah. Now
Mm-hmm.
I can't make head nor tail. I don't know if anybody else can understand, right? Yeah, because what I'm hearing is not what I'm actually looking at
Right.
from, right. And what is supposed to have been said is that NASA have said that aliens exist.
Mm-hmm.
Rubbish, rubbish, because they haven't. And it's like every time anybody from the government or any of these little groups and any of these people that are on these talk and chat shows on TV, right? Yeah, that are part of the government
Mm-hmm.
seem to be um, retracting. They seem to say one thing, on one show,
That's
and
why
then
this
on
is.
the next show, they seem to say, and all of a sudden we've got somebody who says that they've been fighting and they've met UFOs and aliens, etc. And then the next minute you find out that nobody actually really knows him, and then he says that he's never met an alien. So I'm thinking, why are we? Well, I'm going to say, why do we watch? I don't watch these programs anymore.
Yeah.
I
So this
I watch, sort of like YouTube now.
this is a whole new thing. This is from the news department in Las Vegas, and even the same place that hosted Bob Lazar when he first came out. It's the same news channel. But what
Mark,
happened was
yeah, Mark's just asking. Well, this was in Las Vegas,
Las
Mark.
Vegas, and this is on the news channel. I mean, and they show this object coming out of the sky like this and just crashing, and they said it went over. It was in Las Vegas. So it went over a few different states and crashed. And then these guys called in and they said, "Hey, these beings that are 8 feet tall, and they're in our backyard. There's these tall guys that are in our backyard." And then they said these are not humans, and like, okay. And then they said also that the men in black were called. They said, yeah, these black SUVs were there, and we're like, oh yeah. So and then also when they did an aerial shot, and you could see the outline of where the object was. Yeah, this is big news. This is
And
big
it's
news.
funny, it's come out at the same time as the statement from NASA.
Yeah.
Don't you find that coincidental?
Yeah, so the thing is that there's going to be that I think there's going to be a preponderance of evidence, and that's what I like to provide even when I do this, a preponderance of evidence saying, hey,
You've lost me there. What does a preponderance of evidence
it
mean?
just means that before long the government ain't going to matter because all these crashes are going to take place in
Right.
Dallas, Seattle, Salt Lake City, San Diego, and they won't they're not going to be able to cover up 10 different crashes. They're not going to be able to do that.
Oh, believe me, the
I mean,
government will have a good try.
oh, I
You
know.
know.
But when you start seeing events at big sanction events, yeah, there'll be a Super Bowl game or there'll be some big event, and I guarantee there'll be something up there and everybody will see it and be like, okay, what the hell is that? You know. But yeah. So but it's and I haven't watched the body cam footage yet, but there is 8 minutes worth of this body cam
And whose
footage.
body cam is it? Whose body
It's
cam
the
is it?
police officers. In fact,
Do
it's
you
right here.
think they're gonna let?
Oh yeah, hold on just a sec. Hold on.
Do you think they're gonna let Joe Public see body cam evidence?
Yes, hold on just a sec. Right here. Hold on a sec. I'll
You've
share it
you've
with you.
got to write off. You've got to write off to see any officer, right? Yeah, their body cam you've got to write off if they've been taking a video of you or anybody, and you can
They've
by
already.
law write. So why would they give body cam evidence without being asked?
Oh, because the station asked for it. This is from ABC News.
Right. Now the
Yeah.
other thing, right? Yeah, there is something what you would call, um, oh, what the heck do you call it now? Right. Let me just put it on there. Right. Here we go.
It's right here.
Right.
And even when the cops saw something too, the police saw something coming out of the sky.
I'd seen a clip of this earlier on the other day,
Yeah.
but I never saw anything crash. I
Oh,
never saw
oh yeah.
anything
Hold on. Well, let me get that for you then. Hold on.
because
Yeah, it's right here.
the
Right here.
amount of times I click on something, it tells you a story, and then you've got to go find it, and you can't find it,
Hold
tell you
on.
what you're talking about. It's
Hold on.
unbelievable.
Here we go.
Right, right.
Here goes.
This is very reminiscent of. I think it was about 4 years ago when we
Oh,
had something seen in New York, this blue light, if you remember, um, and there was a
oh,
substation that was supposed to have gone up, and we
hold
had the
on.
same thing in England as well at the same time. This
Yeah.
blue light. Can you remember?
Uh,
There was supposed
not.
to be a substation in
Oh,
New York,
I think so. Yeah.
a transformer that were burning out.
Yeah.
They said, and it was the same. Funnily enough, it had the same blue light, and we had it been caught over here in the UK as well.
Yeah. Yeah. So this. Yeah. So this is big time.
But where's it?
Oop,
I thought
I'm
there were
sorry.
an image of it in the garden.
Yeah. So the next day they showed it. They showed the yeah, right here. Let me see. Right here. If you can see my screen, my
Yeah,
right out here is where there was a circle. And let's see, right down there. Yeah. So, oh
I
yeah. So
can't.
they're waiting to hear from the Pentagon. Hmm.
Can't really see anything. I can't see anything.
Yeah. I mean, no. I mean, that's. I think that's. Oh, here they go. Here's another one. Oh, sorry.
But the way
There.
I thought there was supposed to be a crash, craft there where you could see.
Oh no, because they left. Yeah, that's the thing.
Well,
So they
I don't know what you mean. Oh,
yeah, they crashed and they left.
yeah, but in what way? How did they leave? I don't know what you
I
mean, like.
I do not know, but here's the thing.
Do you mean I'm getting a bit confused now. Do you mean that they left in the craft and took off again, or do you mean
Yeah, they're saying that the craft crashed, but it didn't affect the craft.
right? Yeah. Well, I've heard of that before. Yeah,
Yeah. So
but it
here
crashed and then it took off again. Do you mean?
yeah, yes. And they got
Right. Yeah.
out.
Right.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it now. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that a number of times. Yeah, I've heard that in the Bearwin Mountains case, funnily enough, where something had crash landed and then it had one had taken off. You got out and kicked it,
Y-
kicked the tires, and come on, move.
Yeah. It was blurry and not my vision, just as if it was camouflaged. Oh yeah. So yeah, that's the let
So
me
there
stop.
was some kind of distortion around it.
Mhm.
To right, I get it. Wow.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, so that's big time. Yeah. So, I was like, "Woohoo, I like that." And, talking about UFOs, so Bill, Howard, interviewed me yesterday. We had a
Right, I
great
was going to ask you about that.
or
Sorry.
Friday, yeah, yeah, and we had a great time, and so while he was there, he told me some great stories about some of his shoots that he's been on, and some of the stuff that he's seen, and some of the stuff that he knows, and some of the people he knows, and um, the interview went really well, and it's going to be for a movie called Encounters, so it's going to be people who've seen objects. So he asked me to do it, and I was felt very honored. And he came in here in my bedroom, and I showed him what me and you've done many times. And then so while he was here, though, we had a little guest show up, and
Right. Is
yeah,
this for the spirit box and the other box?
no, no, this was a UFO. Yeah.
Really? Right. Wow.
Yes, yeah, we had a UFO while Bill was here. So let me pull it up and see if what you think if that's what it looks like. Here we go. All right, yeah, right about here. Okay, hold on just a sec. Let me share this with you. Okay, there we go. Present and share screen. All right. Okay, so he was here about this time too, about 9 in the morning, 9:53 in the morning. You can see that there is an object or something right here. And then
Hang on, wait a
boom.
minute. Just bear with me. Do that again. Sorry, Les, because I didn't
Okay.
press it
Oh
fast
yeah,
enough.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Please.
So the object is right up here, comes down
Right.
like that. So let's take a look. Now, I'm going to zoom in. Let me take this away right here. Okay. And then I'm going to do this right here. You can see a little something else down here towards the bottom. I don't
Yeah, I
really
can see that.
know. It could be a bird or something. It looks weird to me, but why so we're gonna call that a bird. Let's just call it a bird because this other thing is definitely not a bird, I don't think. So it's coming down, and here comes this right there, and then boom. And to me, it looks like a little minion now. Actually, now that I've talked about that, and I was just talking about a minion on another podcast I did the other day in in Arkansas. Sure does look like it looks weird, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. That's kind of strange. And to me, I don't know. Now here's the thing. If you're just now doing this, or if you're just tuning in and you don't know what you see, I'm gonna hit print screen, and I'm using a program called SM Player to do my videos with. But I'm gonna do another one. I'm gonna stop sharing this, and I'm gonna use another one over here. I'm gonna hit edit paste. Okay, and we're gonna do. Let's do. Sorry about that. I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna share this so you can see what I'm doing again. All right. because my goal and my goal is to be able to just teach people how to do what I do. And okay, so this is what we just did. I just posted it. I just did a print screen, put it into IR fan view. Now I'm going to zoom in just to kind of see what that is. And it's really weird because it looks like it's got some kind of form to it. But I just don't know. I mean, what do you think? It just looks weird. I mean, yeah, but now, so not everything that we see is metallic and that kind of thing. I would think that there are also biological, um, kind of biological, what I mean? Just,
Oh yeah.
yeah, just don't really know. Um, Now there's another object that I wanted to show you that that I'm calling it just a possible object, just because of the way that it acts. Okay, here we go. All right. Yeah, here we go. Now this was also, how we saw that little black object on that other one. That's why I'm thinking this could be a bird or something. But let me share this with you real quick so you can see what you think it is. And because I mean that's why I've got my team here to kind of give me an idea. All right, what is it? Okay, so it's this little thing down here,
Hang on, what is it?
and then let me
Just
I'm
bear
gonna
with
make
me.
it bigger here. Okay,
You'll
okay,
have to bear with me tonight. I'm in a lot of pain now.
you're fine.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
can see it.
See, I don't know. But see, it disappears. It almost disappears there, right? It's gone,
Yeah.
and then it comes back, and then it's gone, and then but it moves like a biological entity. Now that we know what it looks like, I'm going to zoom out and let's kind of mess with it and see. And there it goes. Oh, it just went it right up to the top. Okay, now I'm going to bring it down here again, and let me rewind it back. Oh, well, there's two things there now. That's quite interesting. Oh, that's right. I forgot. I forgot there's two things here. This
Is
is
that
why,
black?
yeah.
That's a black object. That's not a white object. I'm
Yeah,
looking at.
I think to me that looks like maybe a bug going across.
Right.
Don't
Okay.
know because it's not as reflective as the other one is, right? Yeah. So, whoom, just like that. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah. Well, it's odd. It's a strange
Yeah,
one.
it's just kind of strange.
Can I put this to you? Right. Yeah.
Huh? Huh?
Can I put this to you? Because with me sort of like not being able to move about and walk and what have you until I have this operation,
Hmm.
putting the the security footage up, which is not what it is.
Right.
Um, yeah, I've had people asking me, "Oh, yeah, did you see something happen on your cat?" No, because and my mate said to the neighbour, "It's pointing up." What's he pointing up for us? And he said, "Don't ask him." And he's a new guy that's moved here, and he says, "Don't ask him."
Yeah,
Pointing up, he said he looks for UFOs, and all
that's
right.
right.
But as we were talking the other week about a certain group and saying that not to look at UFO reports and UFO sightings
Hmm.
and not to mix them up with paranormal.
Right.
Now the problem is I've only been in this subject for 30 years investigating,
Right.
so it probably doesn't really mean anything. But when I've gone out to areas and taken a map with us, we've noticed we've noticed sometimes the time of year, when things have been seen, the areas where these things have been seen, and sometimes seen to land, etc.
Right.
And there's a whole lot of things that connect UFOs with the paranormal. For
Right.
instance, we're talking about ancient monuments, ancient sites where there might have been a battle and people killed and
Mm-hmm.
what have you, you know,
Yeah.
atrocities, you know.
Exactly.
Um, we've got we've got more than one area where there's been like a religion that have had either a church before a church. There might have been a
Mm-hmm.
Roman settlement, you know, sort of like have come along and have, you know, sort of like, and then you know, the
Yeah.
church had come on after that. But before the Romans, there might have been Celtic or something like Beaker people, where
Mm-hmm.
where the tribes have lived, you know. So we've got all these things. Then we've got where there's been murders, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Where there's been strange things seen, um, going back to like in Wales and Mabinogion, where there's been dragons seen.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, then going back in folklore, where there's been werewolves,
Right.
dogmen, and then we can look at things like Bigfoot, Sasquatch, etc. But we've got to look again when I'm talking about over here in the UK. We're looking. Let's look at the Norse mythology and the Celts,
Mm-hmm. Right.
and we're looking at things where there's like elves, goblins, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. That's right.
There's things called fairies. There's
Yes.
water sprites,
Right.
these little things that live around ponds and lakes and what have you. And
Yes.
a lot of the stories are where the Lady of the Lake will turn up, you know, and the
Mhm.
Arthurian legend
Right.
about putting this sword, you know, sort of like throwing a sword into this lake,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Then
Right.
we've got in my country, this country is supposed to be known as Avalon, which means island of apples.
Oh, okay.
Um, then we've got over in Ireland, there's a mystic island that turns up I think it's every 7 or 14 years,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
Um, and sailors and captains of ships and what have you commented on this island. It just turns up every now and again,
Right.
you
Wow.
know. So there's some. So what I'm saying, I know I'm sort of like going off now a little
No,
bit,
you're
but
fine.
what I mean is, there's things around UFO reports and paranormal, and some of these things go back to ancient history, folklore, and legend of
Yes.
like angels, you know, and like I said before, just down the road from where I were abducted, there's a place where they've seen fairies,
Mm-hmm.
goblins, sprites, um, you know, sort of like, and these all sorts of things. And in Ireland, there'd be leprechauns and stuff, you know.
Right. Yeah.
So, but when we're looking at angels, it was only, I think, in the 1800s where angels had wings, because angels, if you remember, the angels were mad at man because they didn't have form. Angels didn't have human form.
Right.
Now, am maybe not as good as a lot of people in talking about the Bible but I went to an apostolic church
Mm-hmm.
and I went for quite a number of years. And I know we've got things like speaking in tongues, which people don't believe in. And
Right.
I can tell you some horror stories about that. But when I went to the other church, right, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
um, it was, you know, said that, you know, if you look at the scriptures, that angels, the way that we perceive angels these days, what you call a notion from Victorian times, you know, and they're wanting to, you know, sort of like portray this, you know, like human form with wings. And
Yeah.
it said, look at your scriptures. It tells you angels did not have form, right? Yeah, and this
Right.
is why a certain person was angry because he didn't have the human form.
Yeah.
Called, you can call it human form and beauty, whatever you want to call it, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
Now, what they said that these things were like orbs. They were like light,
Yeah.
circles of light. So we're seeing things now with
Oh
night
yeah.
vision. We're seeing things now with night vision, a different spectrum, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
So could these things be things that you don't normally see,
Right.
like sound at different spectrums,
Yes.
and they're living, and because we zap them by accident or on purpose, I
Right.
hope I haven't done anything bad if it is something like that. You know what I mean? I haven't meant to, but I've put a light there showing up things, and these things turn up, and they might
Right.
be attracted to the source of light
Yes.
and show themselves,
That's right.
right?
That's quantum mechanics. Yeah, that's quantum
So
mechanics.
we might be picking up something that, oh yeah, well it's just this, that, and the other, but what normally the eye wouldn't see, we're catching it because of the infrared filter.
Yes.
So could there be something what people used to talk about, which occasionally, if you've got a gift to see these things, sometimes it might be people's brains are out of function, out
Mhm.
of sync sometimes, or
Right.
their eyesight might be a bit different, to normal,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, that they're seeing things because not everybody's synced in, and like brains are synced in. I'm sure mine, I've been told, definitely not synced
Y-
in.
Yeah.
But are we
Yeah.
seeing things, or are people seeing things and able to see things now what
Oh.
they couldn't before?
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely. In fact, I'm pulling something up right now. Let me see if I've got the bookmark on it. No. Okay. Um, I've got. Are you okay? Okay. All right. I just want to make sure everything's going good in there. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Symbol. Okay. So I'm going to show you. I used my full spectrum camera and I took a video of a lightning storm.
Right.
And yeah, this is in Searcy, Arkansas. And I'm going to show you a little something as far as what I found here. And let's see. Let me get the time here. Let me just make sure I got this set up right. And okay, the beginning of the 000. Okay, okay, 15. And I apologize for kind of talking to myself here. Let's see, 15, 8, 1.
It's all right.
Okay, so 1 5. There we go. Yeah. Okay. 8 5 1 5. Okay. Okay. There we go. I'm gonna see. I recorded this lightning show, and
I can't. Nothing's popped up yet.
no, I apologize. I'm actually bringing it up right now. Let me. In fact, I can share what I while I'm doing this, so I'm not kind of turning people away here. All right, there we go. Window and boom. Okay, so
Right.
this is this
Let me
is
go back. Keep on
yeah.
forgetting. Wow.
Okay,
Yeah. Amazing.
so the thing is that you can see stuff in this video that you wouldn't normally see otherwise. Okay, so let me kind of go through this. All right, there we go. Yeah,
What are those?
this is a lightning show. Now this is right across the street. This is in Surfsea, Arkansas. This is at a school,
What
and
are those square boxes in sky?
yeah. Hold on just a sec.
Is that what you're talking about, Les?
Yeah, yeah. So this is hold on just a sec. All right, all right. Here we go. Boom. There we go.
What are them?
Yeah.
Looks
Oh
like
no, those things, those are just hanging down. Those are just lights that are hanging down.
look like
Yeah. No, they're just a but they're just solar receivers.
right.
The thing with this is I discovered some stuff in here, and I apologize. I'm going to try to find this one more time because there is a symbol that you can actually see, and it's 158. Okay, go scare. Oh, okay, 15816. I guess I don't know. I guess I apologize for that. Anyway, but anyway, in what I'm trying to get at, and I apologize
Oh,
for kind of
right.
rambling, is within this lightning show, you could see some objects, you could see a symbol in the sky that should not have been there. Um, so my whole point of this is saying that there are things in nature that we don't even know exist. And I don't think has been even really discovered yet, and that's something that we really need to work on. Um, and but yes, but by using the full spectrum camera, yeah. Now, did I show you the on one of the previous shows? Did I show you the full spectrum camera as far as finding the another object on there? I don't know if I did or not. Um,
Well, show us again if
okay,
people are watching. You can show us again.
yeah, all right.
Right?
So let
No,
me Yeah, let me do this one right here and
happy to see anything.
boom, right here. Okay, good. All right.
That's what it's
So,
about, isn't it? Like
yeah, yeah, definitely. So here we go. And share that screen with you. And all right, boom. Okay, this is also with my full spectrum
let me
camera.
just turn it. Right. Yes. Yes.
All right.
Wow,
Okay.
that's amazing. That color and everything.
Yeah. Okay. Now do you see that? Okay. Now watch. It's just going to appear.
Yeah.
Okay. Now look at the time. 14:13:04.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now don't focus on the time, but
No.
just kind of focus over here. All right. Now I'm gonna let it go by. Boom. Did you see it? Fourteen
No.
thirteen oh
Do,
seven.
do it again. Let's.
Okay. Here goes. Here goes.
Yeah.
Boom. Just like that. So and now I'm just doing it one frame at a time. That's how fast it is. But I'm rewinding it back with my finger here on the less than sign, and you'll
Right.
see how it just
Yeah. Yeah.
it just kind of it just kind of appears. There we go. And actually, it leaves kind of a little trail right in here, and you can kind of see it. Trail is right here. See how that just kind of appears out? Oh, and look, it does do that. Yeah, that's that one. So
Oh, you can see.
it's the same thing. Yeah, it's one of those objects like that, and then it goes up and flies away, and we go wide like that. Okay, boom, it's gone. I'll rewind it back, and here it goes. Boom, it's gone again. Yeah. So I mean, the thing is I even I even did the video of the triangle that I saw. I kind of edited that now too, to where you can kind of see that a little bit better.
Yeah.
Um, and so that um, I did that for Bill, and that way I can kind of show people why I was interviewed for this documentary was based on the triangle. And let's see, I can show you this right here. New triangle. Okay. All right. Let's see.
I was just thinking. Can you remember me saying a couple of days ago that I'd shot something coming into atmosphere?
Oh
Remember,
yeah. Hmm.
like a meteor. Like I hadn't shot the camera. That's free now. I've got.
Oh wow. That's awesome.
Now the thing is, there's nothing I can do just yet until I'm speaking to somebody in media tomorrow.
All right. So
And if they're not interested, Les, I think I'm gonna just put the stuff up
yeah.
on the YouTube.
All right, so
Wow.
here
Yeah.
goes. This has sound.
Did I tell you about the time when we were filming the Flying Triangle? It comes across every week, and then one week it came across, and I filmed it, and I could see it were an aircraft with all these added on lights pretending to be a flying triangle.
Wow.
That- But
Yeah.
we've been filming flying triangles as well. But like, why would it do that? Why the heck would because the non-standard lights, the non-standard lights, navigation lights for a start off, and can cause an headache. Like
Right.
for air traffic control.
Oh, of course.
Wow.
Yeah. And then here's where it gets even crazier right here.
Wow. Yeah.
Where and you can see it moving. Now you can start to see it moving, and you get to see other lights out here. Yeah, right there. And then
Is it something following it? Do you think?
no, I think it's together.
Right. Yeah.
See like that? See how it did that at the end? Yep, that was that. So that was pretty crazy. But that's why.
You
So
see, there were a time when this is like going back 20 years ago when we were out filming all the time, and we were filming flying triangles. I filmed two flying triangles coming out of the sea, out of
mm,
Pilot Bay, together. Um, Now, like I say, I'm just waiting for something to happen,
yeah,
and what I'm going to do, if this thing doesn't happen, I'm going to say, you know what, I'm just going to be putting stuff up on me, me channel,
yeah,
because I think the media now, um, you know, it's like sometimes I see some of the stuff that's coming out, and I'm thinking to myself, it's saturated now. It's getting where it's saturated, so
right.
I might as well put my own stuff up, sort of like. But it is amazing, amazing stuff, and I'll send it across.
Okay.
But like I say, I've had a bit of a change around in people I deal with, because
Yeah.
unfortunately, after being in this subject for as long, people come and go in all walks of life, in jobs,
Right.
and I've had three people that have been editors of magazines and in newspapers that have actually now packed in.
Mhm.
They're actually retired.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Oh yeah.
And so I've lost five contacts
Wow.
over the past 4 years.
Hmm. Yeah.
Who
That's
what one bad people to deal with, and now I'm finding unreliable people. It's
yeah.
amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. It is. So well hey, do you want to do a little bit of ghosting?
Of course we do. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So we're gonna try this. We're gonna try this here. This is the spirit box. And I have the spirit box hooked up. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually record with
Right.
Audacity, and then we're going to see if anything comes up. In fact, let me see if let me try sharing my screen while I do this. And all right, there we go.
Just bear with us a minute.
All right,
Let's get
la,
this screen up. There we
la,
go. Yeah.
all right, la 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 la. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this on, and it's going to scan through the frequencies.
Right.
Okay, hopefully it's not too loud. Okay, all right. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. Turn this up here.
Is this the white noise?
Yes. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna lay this down here. Okay. Is there anybody here who would like to say hello? What is your name? Is there anybody here? Sound like it said me.
Was that you?
No, it wasn't me. Okay, so what I'm going to do, let me stop it. Okay, let me stop it. I'm going to turn it off. Okay, now I'm going to play. Now I'm going to play it back, and let's see here.
I definitely heard that.
Is there anybody here?
Yeah,
Sound like it's me. Hold on.
that was blatant.
Let's see. Oh, right there, actually.
Wow.
Okay, so now what I'm going to do, is I'm going to zoom in here. I'm going to take this and I'm going to amplify it. So this is how you can do EVPs. You can also do it with your phone. You don't have to have the radio. You can always do it with your phone as well. So I'm going to come over here to effect and I'm going to do volume. Let's see. Amplify. Okay, we're going to crank that up and we want to allow clipping. Oh yeah. Now the interesting thing about this is that you can actually see it
Yeah, I can see that.
sometimes, right? So let's make that a little bit smaller. That looks a little different.
Mm.
Okay. Now I'm gonna turn it down. Hopefully it's not too loud. Right there, me. Sound like it said me. Let's see.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's blatant. Is that?
Yeah, so that was good. I like that. That is the spirit talker,
Wow.
the spirit box. And now remember, I live up here on the mountain, so we don't have a whole lot of antenna. We don't have a lot of
No.
radio stations, so my antenna is not even pulled out. So that's what the antenna looks like when it's pulled out.
Yeah,
So for it to pick up something,
that's unusual.
yeah. Now it's still going. Is anybody still here? What's your name? You still? Oh, I just thought I heard something. Yeah, I thought. No, I wasn't recording though. Dang it. Anyway, okay. So I'm gonna turn this off because But one of these days, we're gonna do a session with just the spirit box, and then we'll go back and
Carry on. You're all right. I'm okay with it. If you want
yeah,
to.
that's wow, that was kind of cool.
There's definitely something then again.
Yeah, right. Okay, let me see. Yeah, I guess we can try it. Let me pull up the Audacity again, and there we go. All right, we'll try this here. All right, let's see. Okay, all right, here we go. We'll turn this on. So basically, I'm just going to turn on the power, and it's going to scan through the frequencies. Okay.
That's right, Sandra. You're right there. It is impressive.
Yes, and here we go. All right. Okay, let me hit record. Is there anybody here? What is your name? You can talk into this little radio here.
What was that?
I thought I heard something there too. Oh, whoa! I thought I heard.
What were the three things?
Let's see. Hold on. Whoa. Okay, that's really weird. Like, okay. That's just really strange. It's like it's not there. Okay. Okay. Let me hit record again, then we can go back and listen to those other pieces. What is your name? Where are you from? How old are you? I thought I heard some there. I thought it sounded like it said 26. Okay, hold on. Let me turn that down. Okay, so let me go back and let's listen to a few of these. So we'll go back over here. And I'm not sharing my screen, am I? I apologize.
Sorry, no, yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'm
haven't
sorry
got
about
it
that.
up yet.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so here, let's see. Is there anybody here? What is your name?
What was that?
Is there anybody here? What is your name? I thought I heard something there
Yeah,
too.
but there's no on here. There's nothing, but there is something. I heard something.
Yeah, me too. So here's what you do. So you go into the Yeah. Okay. All right. We're just checking on my wife Claudette here. All right. Oh, look. See.
There is something there after all. You see.
Yeah. Sounds like Tom. It almost sounds like Tom. Hold on. Let me see. Let me try this here. Oops. Okay. That's what it's to me. That's what it sounds. It sounds like Tom almost. So with based on that one, then now if we were to get Tom on the Spirit Talkers, then it's all over. We pretty much already know it's good to go. But that's what it sounded like. You can talk into this little radio here.
What was that? What? Yeah. That would seem to be a longer sentence. That.
Yeah. So this one here is. Let me bring this up and see if amplify. Okay. All righty. That one's kind of hard, but there was another one down here. Let's see.
What was that?
I thought I heard something there too.
Well, that was
Something there too.
sounded like a woman.
Yeah. There too. There too.
Eh?
There too. Okay, let me. I'm gonna scoot down here just a little bit, and let's see what we got. What is your name? Where are you from? How old are you? Oh,
What was
right. Yeah, something like there, like 17. No, 26.
that? Yeah.
That's what it
Yeah.
sounds like to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how you could. That's also how you do EVPs. So we could sit here
Mm.
and we could just talk and then do the same thing. You don't have to have the spirit the spirit box to
No.
do it. Anybody can do it. You could just do it with your own computer, and just do it the same way. Just do it the way that I do it. Just say, hey, is there anybody here? What's your name? Tell me about yourself. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know. Now let me stop sharing on here. Okay. All right. All right.
Wow.
Yes, and then save note. Okay, very good. Okay, so then let's do this here. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually turn on the Spirit Talkers, and you're going to be very happy. I have them all hooked up to the mixer. So
Go talk
yeah,
to me about mixers.
that's right. All right, so here goes. Turn this one on. Oh, that one's already died. Okay, hold on. Let me grab these in the back here real quick.
No problem.
Turn this one on. This one on. And this one on. Is there anybody here who would like to say hello? You can use these pieces of equipment. What's your name? Okay. Okay, I'm also going to turn on the Spirit Music Box. Now, Spirit Music Box I don't have set up to the mixer.
Little boy.
A little boy. Okay. What's your name? There's a little bit of movement on the Spirit. Can some? Oh, Gertrude. That said Gertrude, I think.
Yeah.
Hello, Gertrude. Yeah, Gertrude, nice to meet you. Is anybody else here with me? Well, thank you for making the music box go off. Okay, I'm just
Watch yourself here.
what?
Oh,
Oh, it's
Donald,
oh, Donald. Hello, Donald. Oh, so these
I'm
are
right next to you.
well. Thank you.
wow.
Can you stop the music box for me? Thank you. Thank you. Can you start it one more time now? Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Where are you from? Don't be afraid to use this equipment. It will not hurt you in any way. It's kind of quiet, ain't it?
People are coming.
You move location.
Can I move location?
Courage.
Courage.
Oh, that sounds a little bit.
That's it.
People are coming. Move your location.
Yes, who's
Kidding.
coming? Can you stop the music box for me? Thank you.
Who's coming?
Who's coming?
History.
His history. What kind of history? They like messing with the music box. Oh, hey, Marty.
Susan.
Oh, hello, Susan. Susan's with us.
Eli.
Oh, Eli's also with us. Hello, Eli. Where are you from? How old are you?
Yours.
Yours. Can you stop the music box or I'll have to turn it off? All right. So, Jeff, are you here?
Where's my body?
Your body is below.
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah, we did this last night outside. And
Satanic.
no, this is not satanic. This is the year 2023, and this equipment has been invented so we can talk to you. Yeah, so we set up last night, and Jeffrey's name came out, and we're like, okay, of course, Jeffrey. Yeah, so Jeffrey is our resident ghost in this room, who I think he helps people go.
Hi there.
Evening.
Oh, good
I'm the
evening.
boss.
This is incredible.
Yes, it is incredible. That was kind of cool how they
They're
just said
still
this.
coming for. Are they still coming for you, Liz?
I don't know. Okay.
Jail.
Oh, jail. Yeah.
Ooh,
There. My children play a game. Yeah, there's a. So I think that when the settlement was here, that
Ava.
there was also a jail here too.
right. I'm glad you
But
said that.
that is going off. Okay, so I'm gonna just okay, I'm just gonna stop it. But here's what I am gonna do. I'm gonna get my REM pod out,
Right.
and I'm gonna actually take off the headset now. Yeah, I'm gonna take off the headset. Hold on, just a sec.
Knife.
Yeah.
What did she just say then?
Hold on, just a sec.
Can you stay a while?
Oh, so can you stay a while?
I hope so. It'd be nice to stay a while.
Medicine.
What kind of medicine? It's not really menacing. It's they're
Did
just
you
people.
say? Did you say? Was that menacing or medicine?
Oh no, yeah, she said medicine. Yeah.
All
And
right.
then hold on just a sec.
Two.
Two. Okay, so I'm gonna turn on the REM pod.
Do you take medicine?
Contact.
Contact with who?
Well, I think
Please.
I think we're making contact with them. Yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Can somebody say thank you? Can somebody say hi to Marty? Thank you. Okay. That
Planning.
that was kind of straight on cue there.
Unexplained.
I lost one of my legs.
You lost one of your legs.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm in the corner.
Okay, you're in the corner. Wouldn't that be something?
Hello.
Wow.
Can you come forward so we can see you from the corner, please?
Can you come over here and touch this candle for me? Sometimes they call it a candle.
It would be very nice to see you.
That's weird. That did kind of go out of focus there for a moment. Should it get kind of quiet? Don't be afraid to use this equipment. My name is Les, and this is Russ, and Marty's here, and Sandro's here, and we're just hanging out, and Mark is here too, and we're just hanging out visiting. And
Why are you here?
well, this is why we're here, so we can actually learn to talk to you.
Need help.
What kind of help do you need? Yes, the lights do have, yeah, the lights do happen to dim. I know Russ is one time.
It's
Russ,
bad here.
it's bad here.
Why is it bad, please?
Yes. Kind of a
Raymond.
Oh, hello, Raymond. Nice to meet
Hello.
you. Kind of did get kind of quiet. Sometimes Gary, are you here? Gary was here last night. I think he was outside moving the chimes. And then is Claudette's grandmother here? Now Marty can tell, even Marty and Russ, you can tell me this, that Florence has showed up a few times.
Oh, yeah, she does quite a lot, doesn't she?
Yeah, she showed up on Marty's show too. That was awesome. I mean, yeah, when she shows up, that's the best. That's one.
Florence.
Oh my gosh!
Florence,
Oh my-
that's your
It just-
wife's family.
It just said it. Oh my gosh!
Is that your wife's
We're
family?
still here.
It just said it.
Yeah, Florence, yeah. Hello, Florence.
Oh my gosh, that was quick. Hold on just a sec. Hey baby, we were talking about grandma, and she showed the heck up. She
Morning.
It just said Florence.
Good morning. How are you?
I know. We love her. We love Florence. Wow.
Which?
Family.
Of course it's family. Wow.
Which
Yeah.
family?
Dang.
It's
I
It's
mean,
like grandma.
I can't script this. I really can't. Yeah. Thanks, Marty. I love it. Yeah, Florence, we love you, hun. We do. Florence is amazing. She she's very special. She just is. She just kind of gives you that warm feeling. Just like your mom would or your grandmother would, and for her to come out like that, yeah, I'm gonna have to make a little copy of that little snippet and put that in one of my little electronic press kits.
I
Because
was wealthy.
you were okay.
Oliver.
Well, hello, Oliver. So
Hall.
I think that might have said Hall. We get Hall a lot.
There's a group of U.S.
It says for some reason it says U.S., but it's so there's a group of us. And earlier it said two. How many people are here? Can somebody still move this over here for
You can
me?
see it then.
Just like that?
Something just moved.
Toy.
Oh, it's not a toy. It looks like a toy. You can play with it. You can play with mine. That's fine. You can play with my toys. That's fine. That's why I bring them out.
Push.
Push? Well, don't push. Now I'm gonna turn this back on again, and so you can either make that light go.
James.
Hello, James. You can make that light go off. That's gonna.
Who is James,
Who's James?
please? Is James somebody that I know?
What year is it?
Oh, it's 2023. When did
I
you
know it,
die?
James.
When were you born? Got kind of quiet there for a minute. Are there are you are there Native Americans here? People from the Cherokee?
There's bad energy.
Well, yeah, the energy is kind of weird. It's not bad. Is there anybody here from the settlement?
I was cremated.
Oh, oh, there goes the music box. Okay, so the settlement definitely is and I don't know why cremated comes up. Thank you. Can you do that 2 times for
You
me?
want it, Joe?
Memories here.
Okay.
There is.
All right. Sorry about that.
Thank you.
Footstep.
Oh, footstep. Yeah, the REM pod just went off. Thank you. Grandma Florence, can you
All right.
Grandma Florence, can you touch the music box or the
I
Okay.
can make it cold.
You can well, okay.
Elijah.
Okay. Yeah, that's my next thing is I do have what they call a mel meter that has a temperature gauge on it. That would be something that I might work on. I'm gonna maybe work on some extra cameras so then when you see me, you'll see different things on here, so I can change out my screens and stuff. Um, you can actually see these as they appear. So, but Russ, don't you think it's kind of even though it's kind of slow, we got some perfect evidence, didn't we?
Disagree.
I don't think it.
That one just said disagree. Okay, yeah, we got some good
I
evidence.
don't think it's been slow whatsoever.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, that's good.
No.
Okay,
Victorian.
Victorian, I get that a lot.
Stacy.
Hello, Stacy. Um,
Windy.
Wendy. Okay, Stacy and Wendy or Wendy.
Harold.
Harold. Okay. Who else is here now? We got a bunch of
Camp.
Kim.
Nan.
Nan. Okay. All right. Well, it looks like we're getting a roll call now. I guess I shouldn't have said it was slow.
Williams.
Hello, Williams. Gary's last name. Hello, Gary. Yeah, I like that. Um, thanks, Sandro. Uh, Sandro's like he's still kind of having a hard time understanding it. That's okay.
Yeah.
Christopher.
Hi, Christopher. Yeah, the names are coming. See, now when the names come, now they're going to be coming. Well, thank you for all coming and talking with my equipment. I really appreciate it. Yeah, so do we understand it? Yeah, I understand it pretty well. Just the fact that when we die, people think, oh, well, you're just dead. You're just gone. That's just it. Um,
The child wants help.
the child wants help. So
Contain.
so the thing with that is that all I can tell you is that our spirits do go on. And there's
Denise.
hello, Denise. There's this evidence of that
Sacred ground.
sacred ground. Yeah. Now, so it's kind of hard to explain. Once you're comfortable with that, now
Laura.
you can still be Christian and know that God has created everything. God
I didn't believe this.
My neck.
I just said I didn't believe this. Yeah, but God is the creator of everything. So you can still be Christian and all of this is still here because there hasn't been a resurrection yet that I know of. So I think that also we go to kind of like a spirit area, or it's not really a jail, but I think we're in this area to where we're still here, to where we still have these chances to do things. So that's why. So Sandro, if it has to do with religion,
Castle.
don't worry about that. That's covered. Now, if the struggle is trying to figure out how to put it all together, yeah, that's something that you have to kind of work with on your own, but you have people here to help you get through it. Now, the way that I got through all of this was just
Red hair.
gorging on. Did that said repair or red hair?
Repair.
So
Can I just ask you something, Les? Because obviously with me being a Christian also,
yes,
Happened here.
have you ever thought that this might not be
I'm
anything to
walking
do?
around you.
I'm sorry. I'm
She's
sorry,
walking
Russ.
around you. Yeah, sorry. You know, there could be another explanation. Sort of like not necessarily. We call spirits people that are dead, but
Right.
Because
because let's be honest, we're not sure just
Yeah.
what it is. I know that I've met aliens, and I can tell you what they are, where they're from.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is, right? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
just because they tell me something, and just you know what I mean, doesn't mean to say that it's right.
Right.
There's
Correct.
yeah. So I know, but the thing is, like we still don't know. We know that there's something, and there's something going on, and these things are coming forward and speaking, and
He's
sometimes
dangerous.
moving things.
Right.
Sort of like I mean, I'm not into sort of like Ouija boards or anything like that.
No, you don't want
But
me.
sometimes not only can these things move Ouija boards, they can move chairs, they can move furniture, items, and they can make things disappear. Now the thing is, we were talking earlier about the sprites and all these other little creatures that from different religions, different cultures, sort of like where these things can be mischievous.
Yes. Oh yeah.
They can move things, like the
Mm-hmm.
amount of times I've been working on my motorbike and I've gone to pick something up at the side of me and have gone, disappeared, and they shouldn't have. And other people have said, something, if I didn't feel so stupid, I would have said at the time, Russ, like that's happened to me. And
Mm-hmm.
people that I know, my memories, I'm 60, so I'm like, I'm sort of like,
Oh yeah.
my memory's going. Yeah.
Hey,
And,
I'm with you. I'm 59, so yeah, I'm with you.
my memory's sort of like,
Mm-hmm.
but the thing is, people with good memories have said, I know for certain I put something down, and I know for certain it went.
Yep.
As daft as it may sound, I know my dad once told me about something. My mum said it, but technically he was drunk. He
Mm-hmm.
said, it happened. A mug, a pint pot, drinking pot,
Mm-hmm.
disappeared from where they were drinking.
Wow.
And my mum said that was the beer that made you think that. But
Right.
on a serious, being serious, we've no idea. Some of these things are around us, and they are around us, and we don't know 100% where they're from.
Right. Right. And with that, if I was to focus even on just doing the paranormal all day, I would love to be able to find out more and to be able to maybe try to correlate that and just try to get more evidence. You know, that's why I trust the equipment. I trust the equipment that I use. I mean,
Oh
heck,
yeah,
and
yeah,
even Marty, I don't think she was here just earlier on this podcast. We did EVPs right off of the spirit box, and we heard names and we heard stuff. We heard an age on there too. It was just that easy, So if everybody had these little radios, if you could just imagine being able to talk to your relatives whenever you want, or just whoever, it's it a lot of people go into deep depression when they lose relatives and
yeah,
stuff too,
of
and
course, yeah.
it's tough because oh, thank you. um and it's tough because if you feel you can't talk to your relatives anymore, but you actually can talk to them. And now, granted, are they the ones that you want to talk to? I don't know. That's something I don't know. How does Florence attach to us? Well, I'm sure she's attached through my wife Claudette. So, but why don't I have one attached to me? I don't know. So, which I don't want anything attached to me. I would like to just be able to say, okay, hey, you're here and I'm there. Now, granted, I would love to have a guardian angel looking after me too, but I was never really that close to any of my relatives to have been that close. So that doesn't mean that I don't care about them. It just means I just wasn't that close because of the military and everything and all that we were in. So, but hey, I've had a great time here, Russ, and this is something I think every time it's good. It's always
Oh
good.
yeah,
So
you're
uh,
great. Thanks
and
again, Les.
oh, well, thank you. And I'm gonna go spend some time with my wife and hang out. And we're just and yeah, last night we did the same thing. She's like, hey, let's go do some spirit talking, and we did some out there on the deck. And Jeffrey showed up, and that was pretty awesome. And for me, it's just a pleasure. Oh, well, thank you, Sandro. Yeah. It's just a pleasure to be able to do and to have it work. There's been one or two times where it just hasn't gone right, but otherwise, for the most part, it does. And so that just reinforces the science to me. And that's something I like to be able to do. And so, but I really appreciate it, and I look forward to talking to you guys again. So yeah. So thank you so much for having me on again.
Well, you're welcome. It's getting to be a regular thing, and it's great to sit down and do this and experiments and what have you. And you know, fantastic.
Yeah.
So I will say thank you, Les. It's been a great show as usual. And thank you for everybody, Sandra, Norma Base, Mark, unknown user, and everybody else that's been on. Thank you very much. And there's going to be some new stuff coming up shortly. And see what you think. And it's video footage. And it's going to be, stuff at very close quarters. And there's going to be flying saucers, flying triangles,
Yes.
craft that I can't even describe. So that's going to be coming up in the next few weeks once I've got it all sorted out. But
Yep.
like I say, thanks again, Les. It's been a great
Thank
show.
you. Yeah,
And
appreciate it.
thanks to everybody that's